Hey guys, what's going on? This is David. So, as you can see here, I got a Honda Grom 125 2019, and today in this video I'm actually going to be teaching you guys how to ride. And I don't know how many parts I'm going to be making, but you'll see it in the description, I guess. And you're going to hear puppers complaining. Poor puppers. Don't leave your puppers outside alone. It's just going to cry for you. Anyways, so my friend just got himself a new bike. I'm proud of him. He's learning how to use his bike. Great. So now I felt like since I was teaching him, I got to teach you guys, because you never know, right? Okay, so here's the bike. Here's your clutch for your left hand, and then for the right hand is your brake. The accelerator is this thing that you twist. That is your throttle. This is to start up the bike. That's your horn. There's your signal. And then on the right, hopefully you can see. Yeah. So my right foot here is the back brake. So this one at the front is your front brake. This stops you at the front. That's 75% of your power, all here. And then your back brakes is only being used by 25%. So barely any power, but it's good enough to stop. Maybe not fully. And then right here you'll see is the your gear. I call it the gear changer, but but anyways, so in case you're wondering, I've been riding for 6 years. It doesn't even feel like it's been 6 years, but anyways, so first thing to do, turn on the bike. And as you can tell, it's not on neutral. So the bike could start without the neutral, but you have to hold the clutch in to start it. But we won't be doing that. We're going to be going to the neutral. And there we go. It's a beautiful day. Too bad the dog is in misery. So, start up the bike by holding it down and let go. So now the bike is on. Great. What do we learn first? First, you have to learn about the most important thing, which is friction zone. In case you're wondering what friction zone is, it's the clutch that contacts with the gears inside. So let's put it to first gear. We're not going to press the accelerator. We're not going to throttle at all. This might be like the hardest thing you ever do, but I can tell you it's actually a very important lesson, because once you figure out how to do the friction zone, you can master it. You'll be able to change your gears at any time, anywhere. So, not accelerating, but keep your hand on the brake, ready to press. Keep your foot ready to brake. And if anything goes wrong, here's the number one thing. Hold the clutch in and brake. That's what you should be doing. So, friction zone. Let it go slowly until you feel the bike starting to make a weird noise like that. And then the more you let go, but not too quickly though, you're going to notice that the bike is going to want to go. And while it's going, you let go just a little more and a little more, and that's it. And the bike's going. How is it doing it? Because it contacted with the gear. So as of right now, it's on first gear. And if you want, you can accelerate with it. But this lesson is only just to get the bike moving from zero, from standstill. So when you're ready to stop, press the clutch in and press your brakes. You see a car right here, right? Okay. Well, if you want, you can walk it over, which I'm going to do for now. So let's try it again. Remember, friction zone. Once you feel the contact, don't let it go too quickly. Your bike will stall and it will eat up your battery power. Just walk with it a little bit while you're learning the friction zone. Once you feel comfortable and you feel like it has enough speed, like I'm definitely not going 7 kilometers or 6, but yeah, if it's going at a sufficient speed, then you're good to let go. And congratulations, you're on first gear, you're moving around, And don't forget the balance. Balancing is very important. Balancing at slow speeds is a pretty difficult thing for a biker. If you ride a bicycle, you already have an advantage, so you're all good. All right, lesson number 1. Okay, so let's turn around because we're going to do lesson number 2, which is called Rev Matching. Rev Matching is when you are doing the friction zone with the accelerator at the same time. So as I was teaching my friend about this, I told him to go at about 4,000 RPMs, depending on the bike that you're using, and try to let go at the same time, but control slowly with the clutch so you can get the hang of it. You want to make sure you actually, poor puppers, you want to make sure you have enough throttle. You want to make sure you have enough so that you don't stall. I'll give you an example. We're going to go up to about this much, and I'm going to start letting go of the clutch. And that's it. So what I did there is rev matching. I did it very sloppy, but I guess it's good if you just want to learn, right? So that's what I was teaching my friend. So hopefully you guys learned something about it too. Let's do that again. Except this time, I'm going to do it much slower, just in case you guys can catch that. So, friction zone with accelerating. We got a car coming. I got to get out of the way, just in case, or not. Okay, works for me. So, as you probably just saw there, I did that correctly, as you should when you ride for this long. Okay, so, or just in case you forgot. Rev matching, again, friction zone with accelerating at the same time, but not so much, enough that it's controlled, like that. And whenever you're accelerating, like this, you want to make sure you stick at the same speed. Don't go any slower, because then you're just going to look like an idiot. So, choose the speed you want, start letting go. Well, if I were you, let go of the clutch just a little bit so you remember where the friction zone is, and then start accelerating while you're letting go. Slowly, my hand's still on, and there. That's rev matching. And there you go. It's simple. If you want to just pick back up, you just go right back into the clutch. I'll show you. Heard that weird noise? Means it wasn't accelerating enough, and I just snapped onto the gear, but I know this bike really well, so that's not a problem. So next, what I'm going to be showing you is how to gear up. So to gear up is the exact same way you did when you were on neutral, as you were just standing at a standstill, except the clutch needs to be pressed in, and then you're going to rev match once again on second gear. I will demonstrate. Just like that. I will do it a little slower on the second time. Okay, so we're on first gear, and we're going to second. Rev match, and that's it. So make sure when you're rev matching, practice that a few times. And friction zone, make sure you practice that a lot of the times, because friction zone is one of the most important things to understand when it comes to a bike, or even anything that's manual, because you want to make sure you understand the gears. So let's go back to gear 1. Fire truck. Yeah. All right, there's a fire. It's hot out here. There's a fire. So let's recap, shall we? We learned about friction zone just by letting go of the clutch. Come on. Just start walking with it. Don't push yourself. Let the bike pull you. And there you go. This is capturing the friction zone. Good. And then for a takeoff, which is rev matching, you're You're going to go and accelerate while you're letting go of the clutch because you already know the friction zone. Even if it sounds weird, as long as you're going, you're good. And then changing gears, just like rev matching. It's just like it. So, hopefully you learned something, because the next lessons will be on the next video. Tune you guys soon. Hopefully you learned something. I probably said that. Who cares? David, shut up.